Yeah, let's make some ratatouille, huh? Ratatouille. It's a vegetable dish. This particular one, and all of them, should have eggplant is a main ingredient. I took the eggplant, I peeled it, I diced it. I don't like the skin on it because it's like spitting out chunks of skin. Ugh. And then I took the outside of a zucchini, a yellow squash, diced those the same way. You want to make sure that you dice all the vegetables in and around the same size because you want them all to cook at the same time. We're going to scent this with diced shallots, garlic, roasted peppers, fresh tomatoes, some tomato sauce, red wine, and then our fresh herbs, rosemary and thyme. This dish is stewed. It's then used on anything you want. You can eat it plain, you can eat it with chicken, you can eat it with steak. That's the beauty of ratatouille. What do you say we get stewing? Extra virgin olive oil, because I want the eggplant to soak up all that beautifulness. We start with our eggplant, obviously, as I just said it. A little bit more oil. Eggplant are like mushrooms, they're sponges. All they do is soak this up. Then we're gonna season it with a little bit of salt. Salt's gonna help draw out all the moisture from the eggplant. That's gonna then, now that we got our color on it, it's gonna steam a bit. While that's happening, we're gonna put in everything else. All the dry stuff. We're gonna then season that with a little bit of salt. As you can see, we're salting in stages because we don't want it to be too salty, but we want to draw out some of the moisture so that it stews. We also don't want it mushy. We want it to be, we want to have some texture in our ratatouille. So once we start to mold all those flavors together, it's coming together, a little color. I'm going to add my roasted peppers. What good will I be if I did not try to light the cameraman's camera on fire? Little bit of whiskey. Look at that. Can't have whiskey without wine, baby. Red wine. And then we're gonna add our crushed tomatoes. That's gonna give us the body. And then I'm gonna add my fresh tomatoes. All right, we're gonna get that all in there together. And let it go. We taste it. Need to cook out the alcohol. The surface area in this large saute pan, that's why I chose it, is gonna be the reason why all the vegetables stew and cook together at the same time. See how it's starting to get thick? I'm gonna add our fresh herbs. I already chopped up the rosemary and thyme that I introduced you to. Now we're gonna cook that inside our ratatouille. Give it a good stir or a flip. Give it a good mix. How about that? Good mix. See that? See all the pretty colors? This is what we're looking to achieve. Just because we're cooking it all together doesn't mean we have to lose the freshness. We're gonna cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes just to reduce the extra liquid because we want this kind of thick. It should be like a stew. Gives a chance for the eggplant and the zucchini and the tomatoes and the peppers to absorb all the flavors that we put into it. You see how you can start seeing the seeds of the eggplant come protruding? That's when it's time to make the move to the plate. I have this cake ring. There we have a pretty picture. You want to make sure you get everything in there, along with the juice. All right, ready for this? Woo! I'm gonna hit it with a little garlic, vinaigrette, and then I got these beautiful basil sprouts. And there we have it. Ratatouille. Ta-ta-ta-too. Ta-ta-ta-too.